Mm.
On her bed with the Zodiac blanket on the wall and the lights of Christmas lights
She probably got the dream catcher.
crown molding.
She probably got the dream catcher. I guarantee it's a dream catcher.
Hey, you know it. You know it. You already know it. Well, unless she's white. Now, if she's white, lower income, she's got the American flag and the Confederate flag next to each other, hanging down on the walls. You know, there's always a stereotype that works.
It is crazy, but we're gonna move on because this is still on the OnlyFans, but this is the second part what I'm talking about. Not gonna put her name out there because she's sarcastic. Like Dante and I talked about it a little before we got on this Zoom call, but she's sarcastic and she's actually a very intelligent girl. But this is sarcasm at its best. It's at least from what I've known from her Twitter personality. I met this guy on Twitter 3 weeks ago. We've now had raw sex twice and I really like him, but now he wants to see my OnlyFans and I'm scared. Help, guys. This is the response to the whole thing. I want to see your OnlyFans. What will you gain? His response, do you not want me to see your response? He said, are you blank, blank, her name on there to me? Then she says, I feel like if this guy actually likes me, when he will accept the fact that I sleep with other guys, but he would respect me enough not to want to see it. Now, I like in her defense, she is not this type of person, but she writes sarcastic. Like Bahim's a troll. She is a god of troll. Like a god of troll. Not a goddess, a god of troll. Like that's just who she is as a person. And like if you're really talking about some serious content or something crazy like that, she'll be the first to check a woman or anybody who's saying something stupid. Like she's very intelligent. So what's real and what's fake from her, I don't know. I think she really, at this point, I firmly believe that she is married and she's like working on a PhD because I remember another young lady who does that type of stuff and she has her PhD.
I'll tell you this. I had her news, and from years ago when I was on Twitter. Of course, I ain't been on Twitter 2 years now when they shut my page down. But anyway, yeah, she got an incredible body. So if she did it, she'd be in the top. She'd be a top contender for that.
Oh yeah,
I can tell you that.
Yeah, I know she really has one. I like to give the backstory. I remember when like OnlyFans started coming on Twitter, she wouldn't make one for the longest. This is why I think she's married and or she's like in some type of open relationship. She wouldn't make one. She's like, I'm not doing it. It's stupid. For what? And she kept saying it, and all of a sudden, bam, she made one out of nowhere. And everybody like, and her followers, like she did it so masterfully. Like she did it on some Kanye shit. Like she would drop like suggestive photos where you could see part of her body or this or that. And it kept getting her followers. I think she was at 50K. And then she dropped her OnlyFans. I know in the first 3 months, she cleared at least 100 G's. I know she did. I know because she did it. Like as far as advertisement and promoting went, like I'm telling you, she really did like a whole rollout for it. She would do. You couldn't see like you could see her cleavage, you could see this part, you could see that part, but you couldn't see everything. For the longest, she wouldn't even show her face on Twitter. You would only see half of her face. And she did it so like as far as advertising goes, did it masterfully. Then one day, bam, it's like she's like, bam, here y'all go. And in the likes I think I saw like 100,000 likes, if I remember when she originally did it. So I know she cleared at least 100,000. And I know she's not charging no $5. I know she charged at least $20 to $30.
She can because dudes are paying for feet pics at $20.
Exactly.
So
yes, I know, and she's not just doing no feet pics.
I'm telling you, her body. I'm like a god of receiving nudes. All the nudes I had from God, I had like 6 drop boxes, email folders. I had like 3,400 DMs from 09 on up. She's in my top 5. So I know dudes will pay because top 5 and I received every size, shape, color, whatever. and she top 5 easily.
And she is,
right? Yeah.
as far as Twitter goes, when I say she is not a dumb woman, she is not a dumb woman. No. Like if women say illogical shit, she's the first to run there to say that is stupid. And she doesn't even really curse. She says it eloquently. So and she's also very well spoken. Very well spoken as far as like when she writes and types stuff. Like she's wild. Like we're not gonna say she's not wild. She's wild as hell. But
hey fellas, I gotta head out.
Oh, it's no problem though. Appreciate you coming, bro. Like
hey,
get alive.
Thanks for having me, fellas. Everybody stay blessed up, and I'll see you guys next time.
Peace.
All right, bro.
But to get back into it, so when she made the comment about this, I think she was talking about other women, about I don't want him to see it for respect, and I think she was really just being sarcastic when it comes to dealing with how this is how other women feel. And I'll read it again just to kind of keep the update on it, like the last part. I feel like if this guy actually likes me, when he will accept the fact that I sleep with other guys, but he would respect me enough not to want to see it. So Herb, I'm going to start with you this time. How do you feel about that?
Man. Hey. Oof. This is wild. I mean, for me, again, this is why I advise dudes, to vet the women you're dealing with.
But he seems fine with it. He's okay. He knew that it was existed before then.
I mean, then that's on him, bro. I mean, I couldn't do that. Like that shit. Hey, as soon as I would have saw you on that shit was dead. But I mean, it's some dudes out here who, for whatever reason, I don't know if it's just simping hard or what. All right, it's kind of like dudes that go to strip club and fall in love with the strippers. Same thing, except it's digital now, right? You have some dudes go up in the strip club.
He's never seen it, but the thing is, he's never seen her OnlyFans until. Well, we can't even say he's never seen his OnlyFans because she met him on Twitter. So like he could have paid for it to already have seen it and just wants the free content. But that's a different conversation.
Yeah, I mean, for me, if you know she's doing this shit from the jump, then you got to deal with what comes with it. You can't be out here complaining and getting in your feelings if you know she's about that life.
I don't think he's mad. He just said he wanted to see it, but she doesn't want him to see it.
I mean, then I feel like this is like an extreme scenario here.
But no, you think I'm laughing? Or like I'm laughing. This is how I know she's being sarcastic because I see it every day with women who have OnlyFans. Listen, talking to guys, they're dating guys. The guy doesn't know she has one. And then she reveals she has one, and then the guy says he doesn't want to deal with it no more.
Yeah, like for me, like listen, this is why I say you gotta vet chicks out nowadays. You gotta vet them hard. But hey,
facts.
There's a lot of dudes out here who ain't gonna vet shit. I mean, there's a lot of dudes out here who believe anything a woman says is like words of gold, right?
Really? Nah, you're lying.
Nah,
there's guys like that.
Yes, like for instance, I know somebody.
No, there's not. No, there's. I don't believe you.
Listen, I know somebody who agreed to essentially like they weren't together, right? And basically their agreements was like we can see other people, but it's like when we're with, it's like me and you can have sex unprotected, but when we smash other people, we got to use rubbers. And I'm like, what?
So it's like an open relationship?
No, they
it's
were
just
in a relationship. So I was like, y'all don't have any titles, y'all ain't nothing.
No, I get it.
Yeah, so it's like
I get it in the sense of like if they both got themselves checked, but like it's really an open relationship. That's exactly what it is. Like she could call it whatever she wants, but that's what it was. It's like we do what we do together, but if we're doing this with other people, they're not to do it in our domicile, our home, and you're supposed to use protection. And that's really just for STDs.
No, they're not together, period. Like they're just friends who smash each other consistently.
They're in an open relationship.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. See, that's why I don't deal with that shit like that.
It's an open relationship. I don't care what she calls it, what he calls it. It's an open relationship.
Like,
or is friends with benefits, whatever you want to call it. I don't care, but I'm pretty sure they go to dinner.
It's an arrangement.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They probably go to dinner together. They like it's a it really is a negotiated contract.
like I say, for me personally, that shit is dead. As soon as I find out you got an OnlyFans, hey, we out. You here for me. You said, oh, turkey. Ain't nothing. I'ma just take that L and say I should have betted harder. But there's some dudes out here for whatever, again, whether it's simping, what I don't know what
or they're benefiting financially from it, because a lot of women do it, and then their boyfriends don't care because they, the women clearing so much.
I mean, for me, I'll just figure out how to make the extra cash.
Right. Well, but
that's another aspect.
But you got to realize too, you're a different caliber, or we're a different caliber than these dudes, because these dudes they unemployed and in arrears for child support and all that. So.
That's another thing too. There are some couples doing it together.
That's true.
That's even is
that worse? Is it?
I mean,
it's kind of one of these things like this, right?
Nah, let's look at it. All right, let's look at it. Let's look at it. Let's really be honest about it. Is that really different? It's like making a sex tape. And let's say we're talking about what we discussed earlier. We're like, we blur out tattoos and we just put it out there and we make side money off of it. And you're in a marriage or a relationship.
Listen, there is technology that can clear that blur out real quick.
Oh, I know that. Everybody here knows that.
Hey, you can put your blur on, you can put a ski mask on, nigga. I will figure out if it's you, right? So for me,
I don't know about the ski mask. But the blur is easy to take.
But the average person won't go to those lists to find out.
But again, I don't want nobody out here knowing what my wife look like. Like, I'm not trying to walk in I'm not trying to walk in like a nice steakhouse holding your hand and half the dudes and they're like, ain't that such and such?
The secret is taking pictures on the side is, I remember you. Like, bro, no.
But that's like the same thing as going to college. Like that one bop that everybody bopped and one dude holding her hand walking into some shit.
Yeah, the difference is, for me, I know me. I say real ignorant things. As soon as I see her walking, the thing I'm saying is, throw baby. First thing I'm saying.
See, you the one that everybody got to fight. Because you just don't know how to just let it go or mind your business. You don't know how to mind your business. That's what it is.
You don't say my business. It's my business on my computer.
Literally roast them absolute like.
But he talking about in person. Like, I can guarantee if Dante hopped back on Twitter, because I remember him in his heyday. I remember if he hopped back on Twitter right now, so all the women that were married, or he had he would laugh. Yeah. He would spend like an entire.
Oh yeah, no. That, you know what? I would, and you're right. Now I will say that that's a whole nother thing, because if between knowing them personally and not. Because like Herb would know them personally. Me, I wouldn't do it because I know them personally. And a lot of
exactly
like the open letters and stuff that niggas were writing about me, and they didn't even know me, and they were dirty macking me all the time and stuff or whatever. I was messing with dudes, girls here and there, wives, whatever. I never said anything. Dudes, I'd adapt up, never. So, but that's because of personal relationship. So I was like, nah, I'm not gonna fuck with anybody's marriage, But
it's wild. Like,
if you don't know them, like,
I always had the rule,
like,
but if I had the rule, like, if you're married, you're off limits. If I know you're married, but everything else is fair game. Once you're married, you're off limits.
Listen,
but if you're not married, you are fair game.
I used to mess with wives, and I stopped some years back, and I stopped. So I'm with you. I don't, but even now, I mean, I'm in a relationship. I'm about to get married next year, but I don't. But if I weren't, to me, anything's fair game. Only because I'm like, if the wife, she don't care, she unhappy. I mean, I don't be the maintenance man. I don't know.
Listen,
I say
it's savage, but
listen. I say from that aspect, because more often than not, women to play the victim and be the problem in a marriage.
Oh yeah, but you know what? But that ain't my problem.
Valid.
I don't own nothing. I'm happily divorced. And I, even when my ex-wife was cheating, I didn't. Okay. And she was the problem. It was never me. She was the problem. But hey, but but them dudes didn't owe me nothing either. So it was what it is. The game is dirty.
That is valid. Steve, what is your point of view on all this?
Like I said, I was agreeing exactly with what Herb was saying. Like, because it's crazy. Because all right, let me go back and recap on what was said in it. Like, let me see. Yeah, like, okay, like I said, let's say that she wasn't being sarcastic. Like, how is this? I don't know. I'm trying to think of this from a logical standpoint. Like, because all right, you know how society is today, and how it was back in our day. Like, okay, how acceptable would this be when we were like in like, I guess say high school, early college? Like, yeah, this would be unheard of. Like, hold on, what? But nowadays, it seems like more of this stuff is coming out, and everybody's trying to make this more acceptable. Like, okay, yeah, this is norm. Like, that's what I'm trying to gather my head up like around right now.
But even Kevin Samuels said something about this, and this is very true.
Mm-hmm.
You can do this, and there'll be men who'll date you, but they can't marry you because you mess up. You make them look bad in certain professions. There has to, like, to be honest, I don't think there's nothing wrong with it, but there has to be a level of discretion. OnlyFans does not allow a level of discretion. Like, I remember watching a whole video of Kevin Samuels saying that he took an escort to a baller meeting because she was absolutely drop dead gorgeous. The only other person who knew she was an escort was like the CEO of the company. And he respected him for that because he dealt with a high value woman, or quote unquote, and nobody else knew. Like, but he paid for her because it helped. But at the same time, there's a different, you can't do that with just your everyday girl. Now, with the young lady we're talking about right now, you probably could take her.
So Denzel,
and be okay.
So Denzel, right? Again, operating from the assumption that she's not, joking, right? It's kind of the standpoint of escorts. 99% of people don't even know where to find a good escort. You can look online, but an escort will cover their tracks so good that they could be sitting right next to you at work and you wouldn't even know. OnlyFans does not, like you say, doesn't allow for that discretion. I could bring an escort in, you would think she's my girlfriend. Again, she could be sitting right next to you in the office.
That's what I'm saying. It don't allow for that. But I'm saying, for her, let's say for her, she's not playing. Dante know who exactly what I'm talking about, and I will send you like a picture. You guys a picture. She is of that caliber of attractiveness where it doesn't matter. It doesn't. I'm telling you, Dante could agree. It does not matter.
I think for me personally,
it wouldn't matter, and that's, I promise you.
If this is my girl, we wouldn't have even got that far.
I understand what you guys are saying, but I know maybe not now, but there'll be a man that'll marry her.
There's always going to be somebody out there.
No, but
you mean while she's currently doing this, or
yes, there are porn stars that are married, or former porn stars that are married, but only like the really, really extremely attractive ones.
To each her own. So,
and she's
right now,
as far as not on looks, I'm telling you, on looks, she's up to par. Where like, if she's married, like I'm telling you, I really think she's married now. It wouldn't surprise me because she's an attractive woman. Like
but again,
that's what it is.
Bro, looks only go so far when it has to do with relationships. Like that's.
I understand what you're saying, but a man that makes that type of money
depends on who it is.
That's what I'm saying. A man that makes that type of money is not going to care because he already has that type of money. For us, I can't even speak for Dante. For us sitting in our situation, we're still trying to grow a wealth or something like that and all that.
I am too. What you mean?
You could be a whole millionaire just wasting your time with peasants right now. Like, I don't know.
I'm trying to get there, but I ain't there. Trust me.
I just, you know what I'm saying? But let's say we're millionaires. Let's say we break in $20 million a year. Like, if we stop working at that moment, we'd be set for the rest of our lives. Our kids would be set for the rest of our lives just off the stocks and dividends. Where at that point, it wouldn't matter who we were married to or what we were doing, because shit, we paid the cost to be the boss.
Even
At that point, it's only your own. I'm telling you, at that point, it's your own moral insecurities.
Yeah, see,
that's what it comes to.
Hey, because Kanye had
saying
no problem. Ice-T had no problem. I mean, there's a list of them.
Yeah, to be honest, everybody. Kanye's only issue with Kim wasn't even with Kim. It was with her mom. She was too involved.
Well, I'm just thinking about the tape, the Ray J and the tape, and how all that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, once you make a certain amount, yeah, even with that, and other men she slept with, there's no issue behind it, and that's what I'm saying. But what she's saying she's being sarcastic. For your average woman, I'm telling you, I've seen it so many times on Twitter. They're talking to the guy that really like the guy. The guy finds out he's not into it. He immediately X's him out. And it's like in my profession, I can't be with a woman like that ever. No matter how much if I say I liked her, I can't be with a woman in that type of presence. I'm doing marriage and family counseling. Yes, it shows an open-mindedness in it and all that, but let's be honest, it just that would have a bad stigma behind it. I could, maybe somebody else could, but I could not marry a woman doing that because of my profession. Now, there may be other professions that allow that, and then my profession is also predominantly women. I don't think women will be okay with that. They'll be like, well, why didn't you marry one of us or something like that, et cetera, and so forth.
Be like, your answer would have to be like, look at her and then look at you.
Exactly. Yeah. Even if they are attractive women, they would be like, well, you went and married like some sleaze or some whore. And I'm just theorizing here, when you could have married somebody who has a PhD or a master's and I make as much as you, and it's like, I don't care about that.
You don't give a damn about that money.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, I'm still gonna be paying majority of the bills. Like, what do I care about your money for?
Yeah, I mean, I feel you, but yeah, that's a hard no for me.
I'm not saying I could do it either.
Traditional thing, but
I'm not saying I could do it either. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just playing devil's advocate here. On the, like, I can understand why some men would be okay with that, but I can also stand the spectrum of saying he should respect it and not care about it one way or another. It's like basically like, if you want a man who's not going to care about it, you got to find those men who don't. And 9 times out of 10, you're not going to find a man who's like that, who makes under a certain amount. He has to probably bring in at least $250,000 a year. On top of the fact, you still have to show a level of asset to him. That even if you're doing that, to do that, like you could be an assistant or something like that, where it doesn't matter. All that matters is really the logistics of what you can do for him.
But see, my counter to that would be, even if you're bringing in $250,000 a year, like at that point, is like, could you even bring her in certain circles?
Yeah, if she's that attractive, you can. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna send you a picture of Miss B Nasty.
Like,
I was gonna say, hey, if Jeffrey Epstein could bring what he was bringing in the circles,
but you're talking about marrying this chick, though.
I'm gonna send you a picture. I'm gonna send you a picture of her.
To me, it's like marrying her. No.
No, I'm thinking the same thing, because it's more like in traditional sense. Like,
I could bring you around for a fun time, but marrying her, no, that's dead.
I'm gonna send you a picture of her. Just hold on.
That's beyond dead. Because like I have to look at the long term of this. Can I build with that?
Why can't you?
It depends on what you're trying to build too.
Well, and I was about to say, I mean, are you trying to build? Is a man trying to build, or is he just trying to have a trophy on his arm anyway? And then they're disposable anyway, so it's just to come to this, that, and the other, and then be gone. So
I could find me a trophy that's not doing that though.
I mean, that's true.
That is true. You got the money. So
you walk into an investor meeting, all the investors, you bring your wife with you, and they're looking like, oh, that's
I couldn't do exact. Just for that right there, I couldn't do that.
But then again, you know, playing on the other side, you never know, because these rich circles like that, they do some wild shit anyway. I mean,
exactly.
You know, so
I just sent you both a picture.
hey.
Exactly. Exactly.
But she's not blow out the park like a home run. Like,
Don, I'm gonna send you the same picture, Dante.
Yeah, because I want to, there's only certain pictures. I
and
know
this-
she looks like
she's
this.
not ugly, but there's way more. Like, yeah, nah. Fun night, yes. Other than that, there's more out there.
Steve, are you seeing the pictures?
That's it. Seen one, but bro, you already, like I said, you already know me. Like,
Yeah,
the
I
looks
mean
and
that's
everything.
just
But
that's not who you are as a person.
Yeah, like for me, that's not me. Again, some dude will
It's
give her a chance.
But all I'm telling you is put it in perspective. Look like she kind of disappeared off of everything because I cannot find her nowhere. She used to be everywhere, and I wouldn't surprise me if she did.
I know one place she hadn't disappeared from, but anyway.
Oh yeah, I know that much too. But we're not gonna. I'm just talking about like I'm trying to give a picture of like if she was in a dress at a party. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
all right. Like I said, if they're looking for just a trophy or something like that, yeah. But anything more than that, it has to be more to like, nah.
It's just, yeah.
I'm gonna send you another picture. Like I'm sending another picture.
Oh, man.
Now, let's be honest. If your wife or your woman saw you talking to a woman like that, it would be a problem.
I mean, obviously, if she's dressed like this,
Exactly. So you're not gonna tell me there are guys who are not gonna overlook that.
I mean, again, for a fun night, yes.
No, they'll marry her.
There's
If Kim Kardashian is married, Black China's married, all the Kardashians have been married at some point in time.
at that point, you're talking about fame at that point.
Yeah,
But she's famous.
That's what that seems like.
But she's famous. She's a famous. Y'all may not know her, but like people,
Okay,
there are people who know her.
You say Kim Kardashian name, anybody knows Kim K. You say Black China name, it's like it's a certain level of fame that will carry. It's like the name rings bells, the name resonates.
Maybe not with you guys, but I'm telling you, her name rings
obviously
bells.
in circles, but I wouldn't put her on the same level as Kim Kardashian.
As far as what looks,
Kim looks better in my opinion.
I don't think
What?
Kim is attractive, but that's just me.
But
what you think
I'm
Kim?
talking about, you're saying dudes would marry that. Like the Kardashian name carries weight, right?
What I'm saying is she would be eye candy. Somebody would marry. Like if they wanted a trophy wife. If she's married in the next 5 to 10 years, it wouldn't surprise me.
And you know what? She looks better with short hair anyway. She usually has a short hair. She looks better with short hair, to be honest.
I mean, again,
Yeah, I'm just like now this. I just sent you like a regular photo. Like you may not
Yeah,
even
I don't
recognize it.
I don't like her with the hair, with the braids and stuff, but the short hair, oh yeah, she's bad as shit.
I'm just putting it in perspective because it's just a regular photo. You know what I'm saying? Like
I say, I think there's better looking women out here.
Well, and looks are subjective anyway, so
Yeah, so it's kind of like, again,
hey, see, I need to find one.
like this, bro, right? At some point, I definitely believe like a Tiana Trump would get married, just because of the
she's
name.
not an attractive woman to me.
To you, but it's subjective.
She's not, but I just what I'm saying.
It's subjective,
Me,
but
she
she's never been one of my favorites either.
like
Like she's not. Oh, okay. I'll say she's not ugly, but I can see why men are attracted to her, but she doesn't attract me. That's what I mean by that.
Yeah, like for me, at the end of the day, again, eye candy. I mean, that's subjective, right?
I'm trying to find.
Just off of the name. And
Yeah,
the,
like for whatever reason, it's
thing,
really
right?
very hard to find like a regular picture of her now.
This is the thing, though, right? Based off the name and the fame, yes, because you have a name carrying you, right? Apply that same image profile you sent to a regular person who nobody knows her name with that background you gave me.
Yeah, nobody's gonna do it. That's not. We already know that. I was just playing devil's advocate.
I mean, no one's, like I say, without the name or the fame, no one's giving that the time of day for a fun time.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I'll put it like this: on a regular, like, but somebody who looks like her, a regular guy would marry her. Thank you for your support. We appreciate you. We appreciate you tuning in weekly for our daily updates, talking relationship goals, etc., etc. Y'all know the deal. Continue to look in and like, subscribe. Make sure to tell us what you want to see in the next videos or things we should talk about. But now available on our website, Top Dog Get Fought For T-shirts. Just click on the word of mouth link in our description. Click on shop, scroll down to apparel, then click on learn more. This is where you can find all our word of mouth gear. And this is word of mouth. Peace.